Hello, Chris here at Ravensgawk Studio, Guitar from the Start, Lesson 2. Before we begin Lesson 2 today, we're going to talk a little bit about your fingertips. As you learn the guitar and become proficient at it, at first you will notice some discomfort and even pain in your fingertips and in your fingers as well, as you're going to need to learn how to stretch and create some of these shapes we're going to need to play the guitar. Blisters are bad. You should develop over time, you should develop nice calluses on your fingertips that will enable you to play the guitar comfortably. Until that time comes, if your fingers become tender on the fingertips and sore, and you want to avoid forming blisters. If you get a blister on your fingertips, that's a bad thing. It's going to take a long time to heal, and it'll keep you from playing for a while. I think there's an old Beatles recording on one of the albums that in the background you can hear him go, "I have blisters on my fingers." And yeah, ow. No. So avoid getting blisters. If your fingers get sore or tender in the process of learning guitar, take a day off and let it recuperate a little bit before you go back at it. And today we're going to be talking about the E minor and E minor pentatonic. But before we talk about E minor and the E minor pentatonic scale, we're going to tune the guitar first, so make sure you're in tune. I have an old analog dealy thingy here. You can see the needle as I talk, bouncing around a little bit. And the tuner is set for the bass E string or the low E number 6 string, and my voice is about an E, around the E range. As you can see the needle in the middle there, 440. That's when you're in tune, you're in 440. Sometimes you want to tune down sharp, or sometimes you want to tune flat. The correct way to tune your guitar is to strike the note and make it go flat, which would be down to the 430 or 440, 430. You're going flat, so the needle goes left to flat, I guess you could say. So you want to tune it down. Hear that go flat, and then tune back up to your 440 right there. Clockwise, bouncing around a little on me. Sometimes they do that. Okay, there we go. Clockwise to loosen the string. Counterclockwise to tighten the string. Just take it slow and remember, tune it down first and then bring it back up in tune. This helps to create the proper tension on the string. And sometimes sometimes you'll find the instrument sharp, and if you're just trying to tune it down even just a little bit to get it right back into that 440, it won't really get there. It'll kind of bounce around and be really fussy about it, and just tune it down flat, good and flat, and then bring it back up to your 440 pitch. So that's tuning. Lots of good free guitar tuners available for smartphones, and on the web you can get one on your computer, run right off the computer's microphone. Alright, let's get on with the lesson. You're in tune, you have your guitar on, you're ready to go. We're going to talk about E minor. There we go. You got 4 fingers here. 1 finger per fret is the rule, so that's the general rule. So we're going to be dealing with within the first 3 frets today. So you're going to basically be using these 3 fingers to do what you need to do. And the first thing I'm going to show you is an E minor, which is the 5th string and the 4th string on the 2nd fret. Right here. 5th string, 4th string on 2nd fret. Open, they sound like this. That's the A string and the D string. A, D, A, D. 5th string, 4th string, 2nd fret. We take our 1st finger, 2nd finger, 3rd finger, 4th finger. We're going to take our 2nd and 3rd finger, which is your middle and ring finger. We're going to put the middle finger, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 5th string. 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 5th string. 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. So they're right next to each other. So if you just kind of put your fingers together, tightly together, and curl them in a little bit, that's about the natural position for that E minor, right there. And if you're holding the guitar correctly, you should get all 6 strings to sound without, if you that finger's not a little bit too far down, so you curl it up a little, and now my 2nd finger here is bumping that 6th string on the E on the, so I'm going to curl them down just a little, and then what you want to do is once you get that sounding correctly, just give it a light strum. Minor. I don't know if you can see up in there. Very good. My fingers are sitting on those 2 strings. And then when you can get a nice sound tone out of it, nice clean tone, your amplifier should be set for clean. You don't want to be doing this on AC/DC overdrive or anything like that. Just nice and clean. You're learning. You're not pumping out songs here. We're learning to play. So you want to set the amplifier on clean. Once you've got that clean, easy, go down 1 string at a time and down pick. Down pick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Strum. 1, 2, 3. Strum. And see what you can do with it. Get a nice clean strum, and you can get nice clean single notes. This is called a Pregios, or a Pregiated. This is an Pregio, they call it, A-P-P-R-E-G-I-O or some such. When you're successful at getting that, try up-picking. When you're comfortable with up picking, down picking, and mix it up. Whatever, think of little patterns you can do, or different ways to kind of make music with it. Combination of up picking and down picking. Now coming back here, we're going to have, that's your E minor, and now this is the E minor pentatonic scale I'm about to show you. We're going to use our third finger on this fret, on the third fret, so anything that falls on the third fret, which would be this bass E note on the 6th string, and the E and B strings right here, those two notes on the bottom. And then the second finger is going to hit the 5, 4, 3 string, 5th, 4th, and 3rd string on the 2nd fret. So what we have for the E minor pentatonic scale, we're going to be on the 3rd fret, 6th string with our 3rd finger. Then we're going to take our 2nd finger down here and run it down the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string, 2nd finger in there, and then back to the 3rd finger for the 3rd fret on the 1st and 2nd string. And what you should have, open note, fretted note. Just get a little, slow. Do it slow. You want to do it slow, and you want it to sound clean. If you're doing it, no, that you're not playing right. You want to be. Speed develops over time, repetition. You're gonna repeat this exercise in your daily practice. So it's not like, okay, I took the lesson today, I know the E minor pentatonic scale. No, this should be part of your daily practice. Right up and down. And that's a little. For now, here's what you want to try to do. You should accomplish this at least. And then the chord, or strike the chord, and then. One example. So there's right in that E minor pentatonic scale, we have the opening to Pink Floyd's "Wish You Were Here." So if you come a long ways with that, feel comfortable with that scale, E minor scale, position 1 of the pentatonic E minor there. Oh. Sound the open note on the 6th string. Out of the way. Well, you wouldn't normally keep your fingers curled up behind the guitar. They'd be up here ready for action. So when you see me going back here behind the guitar, it's only to show, to get a better view of what I'm doing. So I'm just hitting this 3rd string, 3rd fret on the 6th string. Sound it. Then just open note. That's the first little part to "Wish You Were Here" on the E minor pentatonic scale. Alright, thanks for checking it out, and lesson 3 coming up.